Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new crime thriller, Bout. And this is from writer-director Maurice O'Carroll, and focuses on the story set backstage at a major boxing event. A young boxer is plunged into a tumultuous journey from the dressing room to her ring walk in the night of deceit, betrayal, and life-altering decisions. And this film focuses on the story of Tony, played by Sierra Berkeley, who I think is a fantastic performance. She is a young woman who is saddled with some weight of some heavy themes, and I think she navigates them well and really delivers in that way, because she is the young woman here who's about to go into this boxing match and being told this is not going to be your night. And all the weight, the challenges of being taken advantage of. And what's so fascinating about this film that makes it so unique in sports movies is that it's all behind the scenes. It's none of the actual action. Even in the climax of the film, you hear the announcer for the match, and something else is happening that's equally as compelling and brutal and violent. And having that element thrown in here, because this really is a crime thriller. This is not like having some fun and winking at the camera. This is a lean, mean operation. And this is on this one evening. And like I said, Berkeley, I think, gives a strong, dynamic performance where you feel her frustration and her emotions as she buries it down with Chrissy Cronin's Vicky taking this spotlight, and who's also like freaking out and having anxiety attacks and these kinds of elements. And it's like, what do they actually do to help these kinds of things? And this film is just filled with betrayal and these elements where, you know, there's a lot of tension with some of these characters. And I feel like probably the biggest challenge of this film and negative is that it's trying way too hard to do too much in 90 minutes. And some of these plot threads really deliver. Some of them feel not so memorable. And everything in between, you have this tense music, you have this atmosphere, and you have this young woman, Tony, who realized like maybe she wants a fight for what she is given. And Cronin does a great job of bouncing off of her. And their growing dynamic is interesting as well, because really this film is about this locker room. And you have Tony and Vicky getting pep talks and talked down by their parents, their guardians, to try to put them in the best place to be successful here. And there's a lot of betrayal. There's a lot of lies. And as you pull back the layers on this and realize just how much money was going around in this potential fight, it is so frustrating and challenging for our protagonist to go through these things. You have Sinead O'Riordan and Ben Condren, who are some of the parents here, and they have their own transfixing thoughts and ideas. And there's a lot of subplots with like affairs and relationships and dynamics like that, and you know, money being on this fight, the crime of what's going on here. It's all there. It's all on the surface. And if this documentary or this particular film, if this can scratch that surface and deliver something so compelling without really having to show you the actual fighting, that is an incredible thing and goes a long way in selling just how impactful this lean, mean little thriller can be. But those are my thoughts on Bout. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.